Welcome to Revelation Unraveled. I'm your host, William Tapley, also known as the third eagle of the apocalypse and the co-prophet of these end times. Well, there is a lunar eclipse coming up, I believe, on April the 4th. That is according to NASA. And my challenge to you flat earthers is, are they right or are they wrong? Now, for the rest of you in my audience, if you really want to find out when any solar or lunar eclipse is going to occur, I do not recommend that you go to any flat earth website because they have not a clue when the next eclipses are going to occur. The only way you can get accurate information about anything as far as the movement of the planets or the sun or the moon or the stars or the earth is to go to a NASA website. And that's because they do not use the idiotic flat earth model to make their projections. They know full well that the earth revolves around the sun and the moon revolves around the earth. There is no way a lunar eclipse could even occur because in such an eclipse, the earth is positioned between the sun and the moon. And of course, on a flat earth model, that is impossible. But what I am here to warn you about today is that both NASA and the Flat Earth websites are controlled by the government. This is a huge end times Psyop. This is a Hegelian dialectic. Believe me, there is no Christian denomination that I know of that preaches the flat earth. And yet all of these phony flat earth websites claim to be Bible-believing Christians or 9/11 truthers. And now, just a couple of weeks ago, this psyop is beginning to take shape, just as I predicted it would. And that is that the people who tell the truth at NASA are now beginning to tell a huge lie. And that is that Jesus Christ is not the living Messiah, the Son of God. And a couple of weeks ago, this is what happened. They banned a Christian group from using the word Jesus in their newsletter. And here's the headline, and this is from U.S. News and World. And quite a few people, including Paul Bagley, did a video on this. And let me just read this to you. Now, this is from U.S. News and World Report. NASA accused of banning Jesus from Space Center newsletter. And now listen how this argument is framed. And this is by Rachel Dicker. The feud between science and religion continues, although not the way you might expect. They are setting up, as I say, a Hegelian dialectic. Religion on the one side, science on the other. And you are going to have to choose. Actually, science and religion are not opposed to each other. I mean, true science tells you how God created the universe. Religion tells you who created the universe. And now this article continues. According to a complaint filed by the Liberty Institute on behalf of the Johnson Space Center Praise and Worship Club, obviously a Christian organization, NASA banned use of the word Jesus from the center's newsletter. Now, this is not only an attack on true religion, it is an attack on freedom of speech. And as I say, you cannot go to a flat earth website and find out when the next lunar eclipse will occur. You must go to a NASA website. But if you want to know about Jesus, you can't go to a NASA website. You must go to a Christian website. And I would not go to any flat earth website because they are atheists pretending to be Christians. And this is all part of the end times delusion. So in conclusion, once again, I challenge you flat earthers, tell me when the next lunar eclipse is going to occur. NASA says it will occur on April the 4th. Are they right or are they wrong? NASA bans the use of Jesus. They are wrong. And all of this is to confuse John Q. Public. They are going to have to choose between NASA, which is 100% accurate as far as the movements of the sun, moon, and stars and the planets in the universe goes, but they are 100% wrong as far as the divinity of Jesus Christ. And on the other side, you have the flat earth websites who claim to be Bible-believing Christians, but who are 100% wrong on the way the universe works. And it will take a great deal of discernment and prayer on your part to sift through all the information given out over the internet. Some is true, some is false. Please pray about it. This is the only way we are going to make it through this great tribulation of the end times. And if you would like more information about my ministry here on YouTube, visit my thirdeaglemedia.com website.